Hello, how you doing? I'm back again. And it's 2019. I think it's actually been about 18 months, year and a half since I did the last video, which is crazy. So yeah, I figured I'd do a little update, let you know how things are getting on, what's changed and whatnot. Um, yeah, you have to bear with me. I'm a little bit tired. It's yeah, it's Thursday evening, and I've done I think I'm at about 46 hours so far this week at work because I now have a new job. Well, new job coming up for 2 years now, I think. But yeah, I now drive lorries, and it can be very long hours. So yeah, I'm rather tired. I had a relatively short shift today. I did about 10.5 hours, which is actually quite short for me. So yeah, I figured I'd take the opportunity to record a little video, and yeah, so here we are. So yeah, you'll have to just bear with me when I try and stay awake and try and think of what to actually say. So I'm a little bit out of practice. So yeah, trying to think. Nothing really new as of late. As I finally getting back on track with the whole stretching thing again. It's been a little while since I've really done much with it, but at the end of last year, I'd had my ears empty for quite some time. Sort of not leaving them empty all the time, but only wearing them sort of every other day or sort of 2 or 3 days a week. And so they've shrunk down quite a bit. As you can see at their largest, they were actually I might even have some of the old jewellery here somewhere. No, maybe not. No, forget that. Yeah, their largest they were, I think it was 96 if I remember rightly. At the moment they are 73 millimeters now, which that's alright considering how little effort I've been putting into keeping them big and actually stretching them. I'm quite pleased with that. So yeah, I've now restarted obviously the whole stretching thing again. I definitely want to get them back up to where they were. I think they've been at this size for 2 or 3 months now. Before that, they were around the 70 millimeter mark, and I decided to finally properly get myself sorted out and focus on it again. And I ordered some new earrings from, I think they were called Omerica Organics. No, Esoteric Organics. That's the one. That's the one. I'd looked at them a few times online, and they seemed to have reasonable prices for custom stuff. So yeah, I ordered a pair, and they're actually really nice. They're really comfortable. They're really light. Being tunnels, they're really light. They're much lighter to what I was used to when I used to have the big solid plugs in all the time. But yeah, they're really nice, and they are, yeah, like I said, but they've been at this size for about 2 months now. So I'm now considering going back to them again and ordering whatever the next size up is on their side. I think it goes on about a millimeter and a half each time, so it'll be about 74, 75 millimeters. And I'm just going to take it nice and slow and steady and try and get back up to where I was, and probably take a couple of years even to get back to where I was, which is a little bit depressing now that I sit here and actually think about it. But it'll get there. It's one of those things. It all takes time. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's just a case of patience and persistence. And that'll be fine. Yeah, so that's the lobes. My conchas are both at 16 now. They've been, it's the biggest they've been. This one in particular, I really struggled with getting out every time. Every time I tried to stretch, it would just swell up too much and just wouldn't settle down. So I've had to go up and down and up and down with that one. But it's fine here, and I'm planning on ordering some 17 millimeter plugs for it soon. Again, I get all my jewellery custom made. The conch jewellery and the septum jewellery I always get from Andy Dunn of South Shore Adornments. He's really good with the custom work, particularly in Delrin and PTFE. He's always my go-to guy for that. So yeah, speaking of that, septum, it's currently at 27 millimeters. I really wish I had my other piece of jewellery here with me. They must be here somewhere, bear with me. Where is it? Oops, behind the camera. There we go. Yeah, so it's currently at 27mm. It's been up and down a little bit. The biggest I've had it is 29. I have jewellery made up to 30mm. So out here, what have we got? That one. Yeah, that one is the 29mm piece. I'm hoping this is all in frame because I can't actually see the screen. But yeah, that would be the 29mm piece. That's the biggest I've had it. I can quite comfortably get it up to 28, no problem. But I've tried 3 times now to keep 29 in. I think the problem is because the walls are so thin, where my nose sort of collapses around the edge, it makes the edge of the jewellery dig into the inside of my nose. So what I'm considering doing is having a solid plug, or at least a tunnel with thicker walls made in the same dimensions, just to see if that works out a little bit better. But yeah, I think that's about it as far as the piercings and whatnot go for the time being. My bridge is still 4mm. Oh, my little traces. I always forget I have them. I don't remember if I had them in the last video or not. I think, yeah, I must have done. I must have had them back then. But I've since stretched them up a little bit. They're both, all 4 of them, so I had 2 in each year. All 4 of them are now 2.4, no, I think they're 2mm each. I'm planning on stretching them all a little bit more. I don't want to go massive with them. I'm thinking maybe sort of 3 to 4mm this, just so I can wear tiny little tunnels through them. So I'll have a pair of tunnels in each one then. That'll be, I like the idea of that. Oh, my phone's vibrating. Yeah, I think that's it as far as actual piercings goes. Obviously the other thing, I've finally started getting tattooed at last. I'm going down the heavy black route. I've over the last couple of years in particular, I've really got into the whole black work thing. So that's the yeah, that's the path I'm following for the time being. So I absolutely love it. When I'll get around to getting more done, I don't know. I say all this was all done in when was it? I think it must have been September last year, September 2018, I think, if I remember rightly. So that's been, well, that's a good 4 or 5 months now. I'm really bad at booking appointments, and my tattoo artist, he's actually a friend of mine who I've known since sort of high school days, and yeah, I'm really bad at getting in touch with him. He's really bad at getting in touch with me. So it will happen. It will probably just take a little while, but yeah, for the time being, the initial plan is just lots more black. What else is there? Oh yeah, I had my belly button removed. I won't show you now, just because it's really awkward on this particular phone at the moment. This is an old phone. This my other one broke. The one I did the last video on actually broke. And a friend was kind enough to lend me this. I say lend, he gave it to me probably, I think it was right back in the summer, so I think it's basically mine now. But anyway, yeah, it's a little bit older, so hopefully the video quality isn't too bad. I think it's probably a little bit dark in here, which isn't ideal, but what can you do? But yeah, so at some point I will try and post a better video of that, or an actual video of that, that's what I should say. And yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that properly at some other point. But yeah, I think that's the main mod stuff at the moment. Life in general is going alright. Like I say, working pretty damn hard at the moment. So the job I'm doing, I deliver gas cylinders off a lorry, and it's exhausting. Any given day I can have to lift anywhere sort of 10 to 15 tons worth of gas all by hand, and it's tiring. It's long hours and it's physical work and it's tiring. But it's a job, and everyone needs a job, unfortunately. So yeah, everything in life is just plodding along nicely, which is good. Anyway, yeah, so this has been a little bit of a rambly video. First one in, like I say, a good long time now. I know I say this every single video, but I hopefully will try and make them somewhat regularly again. I've got a few little ideas I would like to put into videos at some point. It's just a case of having the time and not being super tired. And actually getting stuff done. So I'm actually quite busy, and even outside of work at the moment. I'm currently in the process of buying a house with my girlfriend, so that's taken up a little bit of time. What spare time we have, we've been going to nipping down to our bank and getting all that sort of stuff sorted out. So that's a pretty good fun little thing. Hopefully when we have a slightly bigger place, like we've outgrown our flat, there's no doubt about that. We've got animals everywhere. I've got a cat sitting up there somewhere. I've got 5 cages with rodents in them, and we've just outgrown this tiny little 1-bedroom flat. So fingers crossed, once we get this whole house move thing sorted out, I'll have more space and hopefully a little bit more time to actually make the odd video. So I am actually applying for another job at the moment as well. Well, it is another job. It's with the same company still. It's the gas company. But as I said, at the moment I'm delivering gas cylinders off the back of trucks. Well, the position I've applied for is to actually drive the little Class 2 bulk mini tankers, which would be a lot less. It'll probably be similar length hours during the week, but it shouldn't be as physical. So I shouldn't be as drained and as tired all the time. Not that I'm actually expecting to get it. I think it's there's a lot of people going for the position. They're sort of a dead man's shoes sort of job. The jobs rarely ever come up, and when people get the position, they tend to keep it for a long time. So we'll see. But yeah, so like I say, lots and lots of little things going on at the moment. But I will try and make a semi-regular video if I can in the somewhat near future. But yeah, thank you for being patient, and thank you for people who are still sending me messages and keeping me in their thoughts, which I actually find it really weird that I still get messages from people now saying, "Oh, I haven't seen a video from you in a while, how are you doing?" Even after all this time, I still find that really weird, but it's cool, it's appreciated. So yep, I'll call it quits there. I think I've rambled on enough for the time being, and I will, fingers crossed, just about cross my fingers, see you soon in another video. And I hope I'm in the frame. Otherwise this has been a waste of 10 minutes or however long I've been talking for. Right, have a good one. Speak soon.